Peace, wholeness, love, and light to the tribe. Hope everyone out there is doing well. And yes, we're going to be deep diving into a Cancer season, summer solstice energy reading. Okay. I hope everyone out there is feeling their best. Okay. There is a lot of energy that is percolating in the ethers. I hope y'all ready. Okay. This is us blossoming and blooming and jumping right into summer. Get into these summertime vibes, doing summertime things, okay? Living your best life, having fun, and nurturing and pouring into yourself at this time, okay? So before we even jump into this energy, okay, I want to show you guys a Schumann resonance chart because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of energy that pops off, and this is only the beginning, okay? So normally this is on a kind of hyped up day. This is what the Schumann resonance, and the Schumann resonance is the resonance frequency of the earth. Okay, so there is certain energy, certain radiation, certain frequencies that hit the energy. And normally, okay, this still a little hyped up. This is what it looked like this morning, this rising. Okay, this is wake your game up. This is getting ready to go. I'm pretty sure once this is done, this is going to look like angel wings. Okay, so we're most definitely ascending. And when I was taking my notes yesterday, I just kept getting high energy, high frequency, energy, angel wings, takeoff, flight, ascension. I'm like, whoa, like, but this is summer. This is where things peak, right? This is where the sun peaks. This is where it's aligned with the earth at the equator, right? So this is divine alignment. This is things getting in order. This is, time for takeoff. All right. So this beautiful energy will be occurring on the 20th through the 21st. So 6/20 through the 21st, because depending on where you're at on earth, it starts like at midnight or like 2 a.m. So just depending on where you are, that's where this energy comes in, but it comes in like a thief in the middle of the night. Okay. So expect the unexpected. This is going to be some beautiful energy, and get ready to rise and shine. Okay. I'm going to look at my notes, and we're going to jump right on in. We're going to jump in, and this is, I didn't get this till this morning, but this is going to be like a 3-month to 4-month prediction because it is for the summer. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. But this whole, energy is all about getting in tune with spirit, right? The first thing that came to mind before I wrote my notes was, I love spirit, right? So how in tune are you with your own spirit? How much do you trust your spirit? How much do you communicate with spirit? Are you expanding? Are you growing? Are you learning? Are you evolving? Okay. These are questions I want you to ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Okay. So yeah, and this is because we're in that season of reaping what we sowed. Okay. So if you've been pouring into yourself and nurturing yourself, you're going to see a lot of that energy coming back to you. Okay. And this is also attributed to cancers. So shout out cancers. Happy birthday. Okay. Happy birthday to the cancers. All right. And I love cancers because they are so intuitive. They're very nurturing. They're very caring. Some people like to say they're very sensitive. but that's to each his own, right? So it's just all about your perspective and your perception, as their sign is that 6 and that 9 together, right? This is that Cancer sign. And it's all about perception, right? Because from your angle, this could look like a 6. From my angle, it could look like a 9. It's just all about perception and how you're perceiving things. Also, that Cancer, this is all about that crab, right? That shell, that protective energy, that going back and forth, balancing out before we move forward, right? And also the shell is very protective, from what's on the inside, right? Some people like say, oh, they wear their heart on their sleeves, right? But they're also very protective, right? Because they do have this sensitivity, right? As do we all, right? We all have this protection over our hearts, literally the rib cage, this protection over our lungs and getting into with our breath, right? And I feel like sometimes that's all it takes, is for us to just to take it one step at a time, not always be on go, 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 even though that was a song I heard this rising was go, 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 go. And I feel like that's the energy, like things are about to take off, right? But it's also being patient with yourself and showing yourself grace and taking it one day, one step, one breath at a time, okay? Also, speaking of shells, it made me think of clams and oysters and pearls, as that is this, their birthstone, for Cancer is the pearl, and that clam, that shell, right? Being very protective. And pearls are formed from dirt and things that the oyster is purging and cleansing. So it turns that crap into gold, right? It turns lead into gold, and is due to releasing things and purging and clearing. Okay. Cancer is also attributed to the number 4, and the number 4 is all about structure, security, foundation, balance, the culture, the freedom, and mercy and grace. Cancer is also attributed to the water, the womb, the ancestors, the mother, okay, the seeds, the tree of life, primordial water, intuition, emotions. It's, a lot of different things, but it's all about self, getting back in tune with self, getting back in tune with the roots, right? And how you're growing and how you're elevating, and the beginning of it all, which is that primordial water, right? That instinct, that intuition, that love, that nurturing, that care that a mother has for her child, or a parent, or someone that love you. Shout out to Soul Tribe, because I love y'all, right? It's all about nurturing, the nurturing aspect of it all. Okay. Also the moon, right? The moon that governs these cycles. And I feel like this is a huge cycle. Ooh, bliss me, that we're releasing, right? This is a huge cycle that is clearing out, and we are releasing at this time. Okay. Yeah. The crossroad, the crossover, as other things that are in 4s are the seasons, right? Are the directions, north, south, east, and west. The elements. But I feel like this is also an evolution, right? Going from the 4 to the 5, because the elements could be seen, right? Perception again. It could be seen as north. It could be seen as water, earth, air, and fire. But there's a sense of ether. There's a sense of spirit, right? As well as the directions, north, south, east, west, and then just being centered, right? So this is all about your perception and looking at things from a different perspective Okay. And finding that balance, right? Also, that plenty of fish in the sea, right? As going back into that Cancer, that water energy, as this is, summer. This is where there's plenty of fish, crab season, the perfect time to go fishing, literally, right? And physically, spiritually, romantically, right? As it is summer and everyone is outside. Like, we outside, we having fun. So this is a perfect time to just, if you've been working hard, working out, getting ready for summer, just showing what you put hard work into and flexing a little bit, right? And also meeting up with people, spring break, not spring break, summer break, as we're coming out of spring, right? And this is summer. So just really getting in tune with that essence and freeing yourself. Okay. I feel like this is also where we're really focused on our heart, right? Focus on our desires, focus on divine nourishment and divine love. Okay. And having internal fulfillment, not only external fulfillment, but internal fulfillment. And I feel like that will give this a sense of eternal, external, internal, eternal fulfillment during this time, especially if you've been focusing on getting in tune with the divine, getting in tune with yourself, and really cultivating peace and protecting your peace and tapping back into your power at this time. Okay. And balancing your heart and your emotions and your intuition, tapping into wisdom from these experiences that you have had and learned on this journey, and enjoying the journey versus rushing to the end. Okay. Taking your time. Also a sense of prophetic gifts coming online, or gifts being enhanced, both and or. It's just about getting in tune with yourself and noticing these subtle changes, noticing these subtle shifts at this time, and giving gratitude. It doesn't always have to be a big leap. It could be a small step. And giving yourself grace and showing yourself love for how far you have come. Okay. And learning these lessons. And also welcoming back this energy. Okay. Because it's like we're back in this summer energy, this full circle moment. Okay. And also receiving a lot of confirmation on things at this time. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm feeling really good, feeling really blissful. So if y'all see me starting to zone out, just don't mind me. Y'all know how I do. I be in and out. And that's how this is. It's the waves, it's the flow, it's the undertow, it's the ebbs and the flow of the ocean, the water, the current, the frequency, the energy. It's all intertwined at this time. And not getting caught up in the distractions or getting caught up or swept up. Just going with the flow and being in that energy. Okay. As things are coming back. Okay. So like I said, that full circle energy, things coming back. And this could be a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like it's always a good thing, because even if it's something bad coming back, you're going to catch it. You can't pull one on me. You can't put, especially, I may not catch it, but my spirit, that intuition, that subconscious is always going bring it up to the surface. There's something here. And then I'm going to question and a deep dive on it. And once it's a wrap after that. Okay. So this is things coming back. Good things, good luck, good fortune, love, old partners, old people, old things. Just be aware. This is that full circle moment. All right. So if you've been noticing a lot of people coming back, A lot of things coming back, nostalgia, memories, just pay attention to it all. And it all has a meaning, and whatever that meaning is for you is meant for you. Okay. I said things coming back to try and court you. All right. That's just kind of what I got. And this was really kind of giving like an energy that is coming back to reconcile something. Okay. It's up to you on what you allow. It's given like a person coming back to try to court you, or something coming in to try to court you. And court, right? Like I said, perception. It's all about how you perceive it. It's all about how you view it, because court could be under judgment, right? Taking you to court. You're going to court, right? A court could be a circle. We're pulling into the court. Or someone tried to court you, right? Someone's trying to, show you appreciation and show you love and show you that they value you, and nurture you and treat you right. Okay. And that's like kind of the real energy that I got. Someone trying to court you. Someone trying to come in and wine and dine you, but also gaslight you. Okay. Love bomb you. So be aware of that as well. Use your discernment. Like I said, spirits gonna always catch it. Intuition gonna always catch it. But also, it's okay to feel good. So do what resonates with you. If your intuition ain't going off, if them red flags ain't hidden, if you don't have those negative condensations, negative red flags kind of going off, I say give it a chance and open up your heart, open up your mind. All right. What's the worst that could happen? You learn a lesson, and it's really about you. Okay. So someone trying to court you. So something coming back, in and out, up and down, as above, so below, giving and receiving energy. And you receiving divine justice because someone trying to court you. I feel like this is the divine coming in and courting us. This divine spirit coming in and courting us. And us receiving divine justice. Just us, right? We are receiving justice at this time. Okay. So I put divine justice, ma'at, and judgment. And when I got justice, I got a sense of Virgo energy. And then when I put judgment, I got a sense of like Sagittarius energy. Okay. So, I feel like, Virgos are going to feel this energy wherever you have Virgo at in your chart. Watch that energy. Because it's going to be heightened at this time, and Virgos are going to feel this because this energy is sextile Cancer. That's because when I'm breaking down, Virgo is the virgin, the mother, right? Cancer is the mother, right? So it's this relationship with this nurturing aspect, this divine feminine aspect, that's going to be heightened in this Virgo, health, wealth, work, service is going to be heightened. And also Virgos are going to be under the sense of judgment. I got to give it to y'all how it was given to me. This is how the energy was given to me. Virgos are going to feel this energy heavily. All right. So y'all get ready. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right. And this isn't like right? It ain't got to be if you ain't got nothing to worry about. This could be you just gonna feel it. This could be a lot of love, a lot of retribution, a lot of back pay, a lot of abundance. All right. When I say stuff, don't take it as a negative thing. This could be a positive thing for you. Like, ooh, yeah, Virgo's gonna feel this energy. Well, I've been putting in a whole lot of good work. Well, get ready to reap them benefits. Okay, it's coming in, right? But if you've been, all right, order in the court, judgment. All right, if you on trial and you guilty or not guilty, justice will be served. Okay. And like I said, this isn't just for Virgos. That energy will be heightened at this time. Okay. And I said Sag judgment, as that is, I don't know, it gave me Hierophant energy. And also this energy was rising in Sagittarius. Okay. And I'll get to the chart and show y'all that in a second. But y'all trust me, right? Y'all trust me. That's all about truth, and I'm being honest. I'm always on here honest. Shout out to Soul Tribe, right? Love y'all dearly. But yeah, I got Justice, Ma'at, and Judgment, right? And I feel like it's justice and judgment and victory. And you will have victory with your relationships with yourself, right? Because relationships isn't just about others. It's about us too. How's your relationship with yourself? How's your relationship with the divine? How's your relationship with your spirit? And how's your relationship with others? This will be a heightened time of relationships, okay? So just pay attention to that, as this energy is in the 7th house, okay? And that was also another number that I kept getting. I don't know why I wrote 7. I wrote 720. I meant to put 620. So yeah, this is some very divine essence energy. Like I said, I was getting judgment energy, Hierophant, the Pope, the priest type of energy, balancing, temperance, alchemy energy, as that is the water, you know. It was really all of the energies combined in one. It's just about finding your own balance in this energy at this time, okay? And after going through trials and tribulations and tests, you know, there's always a sense of a grade and a reward, you know. After trial, there is justice. Now, whether it is unjust is up to us, right? And beyond this physical realm, there is a divine cosmic law and divine justice overall. Okay. All right. So if you pass the test, you most definitely receive the reward. And there's lots of energy that is coming to you. Good, bad, however you want to take it. Okay. Just be in tune with that and observe everything. Okay. And it's like the water. Like I said, the ebbs and the flows of the water. Water can be destructive or water can be nourishing. Okay. Spirit just really wants us to sit back and read the energy. Sit back and read the room. Sit back and get a feel for it all. Okay. Because you have evolved. This is the next level. And this is the level up. And then I put go. Good God and goddamn. Okay, because it's kind of like after you've been through this test, this trial, and you come out victorious, it's like, like, thank you so much. Giving gratitude and being thankful for coming out of that energy victorious. Okay. And having this sense of love, the sense of overwhelming love for yourself and for others, over loving love, okay, for yourself and for others. Like I said, that divine feminine energy, that divine mother energy is very nurturing, sometimes overbearing, sometimes overwhelming, but it's just about finding the balance, okay. I also put shaman, and I'm getting a lot just with that word alone, because I feel like we are the shamans, right? We are the light workers, the shadow workers. And a shaman, there's multi, levels to a shaman, right? A shaman is a healer, right? But it's also the wounded healer, right? And I say that because a shaman has to go into the underworld, sit in the underworld in order to guide others, right? Someone has to go first. Someone has to lead the way. And someone has to be the healer of the tribe, the medicine woman, the medicine man, right? And it's this like dark, nurturing nature of the shaman, because like I said, they have to go into these deep depths of this underworld and sit with that energy, sit with this lower nature in order to transform themselves and also to guide others. I'm seeing a hermit card in my mind's eye, leading the way and not being afraid of negative energy, demonic energy, and just casting it out and checking it and addressing it to become one with that energy, become one with that shadow, to help others that want to help themselves, to heal themselves, to help heal others that want to help heal themselves. Okay. All right. I also talked about this gaslit energy, like I said, but we'll be more aware this time around. So we'll be able to see because we have wisdom and discernment. We're not naive. We're not, this isn't our first rodeo. Okay. We're getting a lot of Beyonce energy too with that go and that rodeo energy, cowboy, cowgirl, right? This ain't our first two-step. So yeah, just embracing this energy and observing and reading it exactly as it is, not what it could be, not for the potential. Reading it exactly as it is. If someone show you who they are, believe them. If someone tell you who they are, listen. Okay? And that's energy, period. This ain't even got to be someone. You can see something for what it is, and it is what it is. Okay? It's about what you allow. Okay? You see past the illusions. Okay? The dark in the light. Okay? That's like a triple entendre. The dark in the light. The light in the dark, right? We are in the dark, the deep depths, and we are the light in the dark, right? My hand has been feeling like somebody's been doing this since last night. Yeah, coming into yourself, being one with yourself. Something coming in, all right? Light coming in. Also put 33. As there was a lot of divine alignments in the chart. We're going to jump into the chart in a second. But yeah, 33, right? That death for that rebirth, you know, Yahshua, Yahshua, died at 33. The 33 vertebrae, the 33 dimensions. That's a divine number, master number 33. And it's about being in divine alignment with the Most High, that 33. And it's also the 6, that balance, right? To bring more to the table, to rise higher at this time, okay? I put divine trinity, from the roots to the crown, right? And the heart, right? Because the roots is Cancer energy. And then the crown is the sun, the corona, right? But also the heart, right? So it's like these 3 tiers, these 3 levels. You got the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the crown chakra. Levels up, right? The root and the crown, your feet grounded in your crown. Also the earth, the roots, and the crown, the sun. This is multi-level, multi-dimensional message. So take it as it resonates. And time is irrelevant when it comes to these messages because they are timeless. Okay. I also said water and fire, as this is the sun going into Cancer, and Cancer is a water cardinal water sign, and the sun is attributed to a fixed fire sign. So this is kind of coming out of that box to have more of a structured foundation within yourself. Okay. And all elements being balanced, right? Because when I think of fire and water, that creates steam if it's at a balance, right? Because the water can put out the fire, right? And the fire can evaporate the water. But if you have this perfect balance, it creates steam and it just flows and releases and evaporates. Okay. And ascend, right? Because it always goes up, right? Okay. Also, it could be explosive. So be aware of that. These are all energies. Like when I be doing this, it's really like a metaphor, an entendre. Okay. So when I say explosive, that could mean something. I mean, I hate to say this. I feel so sorry for, all of the world things that are going on, world wars and things that are going on right now. But it's most definitely explosive energy, right? Something blowing up, right? But this is good and bad. Like I said, it's good and bad, right? So bad explosions and good explosions. What's a good explosion? You getting more exposure, right? Your business getting more exposure, something that you want, having this expansive growth, and something popping off in a good way. Okay. Something's about to blow, like a volcano, and it could be you. Okay. All right. Expansive, greatness, and the greatest love of all, which is with the divine. I feel like the greatest love of all is divine love. Okay. And also being one with self and one with the cosmic energy, one with cosmic law, one with nature's law. Okay. Because there is seasons here, right? And the seasons shift. This is all about, getting in tune with that, right? Getting in tune with the cycles and the seasons as things are shifting and being one with that energy, right? Okay. I also said ether, right? Because it's just heavy etheric energy here with that primordial water, that divine mother, right? Just pouring in. And with the ether, I got 144, right? You already know. And if you don't know, you better, you gonna find out soon. All right, 144. But also 1 plus 4 plus 4 equals 9. So it goes back to the 9 ether beings. All right. 9 etheric energy, right? This melanin, this unseen energy, that is here and that is felt, that is within the cosmos, the air we breathe, right? That gamma radiation. Okay. And then also, like I said, something coming back or you just being ahead and something coming forth like a leap, right? Being in the future, prophecies, prophetic messages, waiting, being patient because you foreseen something or something is coming. Okay. So I put ahead, leap, and jump. Okay. But also having patience. All right. So those were like my intuitive notes that I got. Then I started to kind of go into my books and bless me, excuse me. Ooh, yeah, energy shifting. Then I kind of went into my books to do a little bit more research. And I kept getting like this big success. Don't worry, trust, and know. Okay. Then I said this will be a double up. Okay. And protection. Okay. With that shell, that pearl, that crab, the heart, the rib cage, the breath. Right. Also the moon. Right. Because it's attributed to the moon. And fertility. Right. How could I forget fertility with the moon? I'm glad I wrote down in my notes. For a reminder, like I said, something coming back. And the rabbit, right? Because they like to say there's a rabbit shape in the middle of the moon. And it's crazy because my son brought that up to me. And I didn't really trip off of it till I looked at the moon and I was like, wow, it does kind of look like a moon. I mean, the moon does kind of look like it has a rabbit in it. And my daughter always says, Mommy, there's someone dancing on the moon. I just think it's so funny to get, kids' perception and perspective on things because they're so innocent. And I love it, and if you have a open mind, you're able to see more. Okay. So yeah, fertility, rabbits. This could be a sense, like I said, high sex drive, aphrodisiac energy. Be mindful of that. This could be a time where a lot of people are pregnant. I've seen a lot of people get pregnant. They are pregnant. So congratulations to you. People getting married, congratulations. Okay. People just celebrating love and multiplying, multiples, double up, triple, right? Congratulations to everyone in their beautiful families, right? This is the family. This is a home, right? The foundation. And people expanding their home and their foundation due to this Cancer season. The sun will be conjunct Jupiter, right? So that is expansion in the home, expansion with family, growth in the family, in the structure, in the foundation. Okay. Also shapes and shadows, hidden things. Also kept getting like this SWAT sticker energy. Which is really due to the seasons. That's really attributed to the seasons. Also attributed to the Big Dipper, as with each season, the Big Dipper rotates and it creates a like that shape, that symbol. How to figure out a different name for that because it's not. That's our stuff, right? That's our stuff that they took and flipped to make negative, right? But that's really the season, the divine alignment, the divine swing of nature, the divine pendulum. That's what I'm going to call it. It ain't no swastika. That's a divine pendulum swinging back and forth with each season and spinning. That's a divine clock, the divine rotation, the wheel, right? Okay. And I said that because the Big Dipper is in the Ursa Major, right? Which is the Big Bear constellation, which is attributed to Leo. It's next to Leo constellation in the sky. If you know, you know. My astrologers and astronomers, okay? Meaning that, like I said, we have entered into the summer solstice, and the peak of summer solstice is that Leo, right? That's the sun, right? The heart, the middle, right? So there's going to be a lot of things taken off in Leo season. And we just kind of have to sit back and watch and get ready for the show of a lifetime. That's what I'm hearing. Well, Yeah, but paying attention to the shadows. That's something I've been noticing. My shadow, other people's shadows, not being judgmental, just observing and acknowledging and recognizing and releasing things if need be, addressing things. Okay. And that kind of goes back to my Master in the Shadow class. If you guys would like to join, all of the information is down in the description box below. If you guys want to deep dive into Mastering Your Shadow, it's going to be a great time. Okay. Also, I kept hearing abundance. So like abundance of the earth, abundance. And this is like, my tea has never looked like this. It's giving me citrine. It's like green and yellow. Gold. I don't know, y'all. It's like it was so much coming in, and I would get my tea and I'm like, wait, it looked like black, like swamp. I love it. And it's so bitter and so nasty, and I love it, and it's just so good. So nurturing, right? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right? The blacker the tea, the deeper the roots, right? The more it's gonna nurture you, right? The deep depths of the ocean and the water is the darkest, right? That's where the most mystery, the most magic is happening at, okay? The most abundance, right? I kept getting rich in abundance, and abundance of strength as well. So this is gonna be where you like I kept getting like flexing energy, like muscles, growing spiritual muscles, and physically, like I said, people are working out, getting ready for summer to look good. But it's also about being spiritually fit, okay? Mentally fit in your perspective. Also my ears have been ringing a lot. My ears was ringing the loudest they've ever rung for the longest duration yesterday. And it's just all about attunement, right? And upgrades and ascension and listening to spirit. Okay. Kept getting like this spiritual attunement energy. All right. Listening, being still, listening, being patient, listening to your intuition, listening to spirit, listening to yourself, doing what you said you was going to do, standing up for yourself. And sometimes just listening to people, they'll tell you everything you need to know about themselves, about what you need to know. Just listening. An answer will come to you. Okay. And also being the light that dwells from within, right? Because when I think of, I don't know what's going on. It's that tea, y'all. When I think of a mother, right? In order to be a mother, you have to be technically, you have to bear a child. The child is from within. The child is within the womb, right? So that is the light that dwells from within, right? The heart is the light that dwells from within. We are the seed that dwells from within the earth, right? Planet Earth is, something that dwells within the universe, and the sun in this Milky Way galaxy is something that dwells within the Milky Way galaxy. The light from within in the dark space, right? Our mind, our consciousness, our subconsciousness is enclosed in our skulls in darkness. The pineal gland enclosed in darkness, but it is a light that shines from within, like wisdom is deep rooted within, but it comes out. Knowledge, right? Okay. And having two states of mind, the subconscious and the conscious, the physical and the spiritual, the mass of it all and the atom, the exo and the esoteric. Okay. and your instincts, being in tune with that, okay? And the tree of life growing from that seed, okay? The spirit of all, okay? God, source, creator, okay? Because that is the big spirit of them all, right? Our spirits dwell from source, right? And that is the one. Also put Neo, the one, right? Breaking out of the matrix, right? But also like anagrams. So puzzles, pieces, riddles, trickster energy, mixing things up and be able to solve it, being able to rearrange it, being able to catch things. Okay? Mixing things up. Easter eggs, right? Finding hidden gems, finding things that are hidden and piecing things together. The Easter egg, the cosmic egg, right? Going back to that fertility, going back to the womb, going back to the tomb. From the womb to the tomb. From the tomb to the womb. It's this rebirth, this reincarnation energy that is here, right? And it's the sun. It is us. It is our hearts. It is our minds. It is our spirit. As the sun goes back into summer, this is at its peak, being birthed again. Purity, right? Because fire is attributed to purification, being the light, heating up, guiding the way. Also destructive or healing, sweating out a cold, okay? Things heating up, doing extracurricular activities. My ears ringing, okay? Acacia, the acacia tree, wood, healing, right? Acacia seeds, very nurturing, very healing, purging, and repeat, right? Because like I said, that womb to the tomb to the womb, things regenerating, okay? Repeating. Also, the new moon will be very powerful as it is on the 3rd degree and the 4th degree. Okay. And I say that because, like I said, it's going to be the sun, Jupiter that are conjunct. And then when the new moon comes, it's going to be the moon, the sun, and Jupiter all conjunct. Okay. So this is most definitely a new growth and a new expansion in this new cycle that we're entering in. Okay. Something's going to like jumpstart some type of career. Okay. And also giving yourself a break, giving yourself grace. Okay. So yeah, those were some more intuitive notes that I took. Just be mindful. Like I said, that new moon is going to be very powerful and very intense. And yeah, now we can jump into the chart with 48 on the clock. I love it. Okay, so here is the chart. Like I said, Sagittarius rising. It's in the 7th house, the sun, Jupiter conjunct the 2nd degree. Also, Mercury is there. We also have Mars in Virgo, entering Virgo. So this is sextile to that. And then we also have Uranus and Venus sextile. So a lot of earth, a lot of grounding elements sextile. Then this also looks like a house. It looks like a lot of things. We're going to get into it. I just want to show y'all a little brief breakdown. Now we're going to deep dive into it. Thank you so much if you're still hearing me. Shout out to Soul Tribe. Love y'all. Thank you. Okay. And put some green hearts in the chat if you're still here with me. As I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. But yeah, so we're gonna deep dive into the chart, and we have the sun entering into Cancer, and Jupiter is in Cancer, so they are conjunct. Okay, and this is in the seventh house. Seventh house is all about law, structure, marriage, justice, truth, relationships. Okay, so this is an expansion in values with their foundation in relationships and communication and thinking. And why did I say that? Because Mercury is also in Cancer. It's not conjunct, but it's in there. Okay. You better don't forget about your communication. Don't forget to think. Okay. So this would be a huge expansion on the mind, that subconscious mind as well. Thinking and working. Okay. I said Virgo and Taurus energies will feel this the most. Okay. This could be a 180 flip. Okay. So things flipping around for you, 180. Or you just growing, you taking that leap. Okay. Looking at things from a different perspective at this time. And I know a lot of people who are in this energy and they are already feeling it. It is already happening. Like I said, time is fluid. Okay. Then we have Mars and the South Node in Virgo. So this is sextile to the Sun in Jupiter in Cancer and Mercury. Okay. So this is all about your subconscious health as well. Your subconscious mind. How is your subconscious mind reprogramming that subconscious mind? In the past, things of the past, right? As the South Node is attributed to like past life, past things, things that are behind us, the shadow. I mean, that's how I look at it anyway. But paying attention to things on all levels. And then I got a sense of twin flame energy. Because I seen 222. Because Mars is at the 2nd degree and the South Node is at the 22nd degree. Okay. And 222 for me is the twin flame number. Because 2 is all about, the 2. The pillars, the people, the unity, the coming together. Right? The building, the love, the working, the values, the foundation. Right? But if you got 222, that's like past, present, future. That's like twin flame energy for me. At least. Okay. And your self values changing. I put your self values have changed. Has anybody's self values changed since last year? I know mine's have. I value myself completely different. I have spiritually high standards for myself. And I love that because 10 years ago, I didn't know anything about spirituality. I was not spiritually conscious. I was not this aware. So I give gratitude for the experiences and the journey that I've been on as my self-value have grown. And it's not just about materialistic things or physical things. It's about my heart and how I see myself, how I view myself outside of what the world thinks. Let's give a round of applause for self-love, all right? Give a round of applause for people who've been pouring into themselves and loving themselves. Okay? And I put, we are not the same anymore. We have grown, we have evolved, and we are ascending. We have ascended. Okay? Then I also said the moon. Oh, yeah, damn. Because the moon, Venus, and Uranus are all in Taurus. Okay. So if you stay true to your unique self and values, love, intuition, and healing your emotions, someone divine will come in. Yeah, I said it. Someone divine will come in, and something divine will come in for you. All right, I'm doubling down on it. I can't ignore it. This love energy has been here. It's been circulating. And this is also, like I said, this trickster energy. So false twin flames, false soul, like karmic soulmates, for you to learn a lesson coming in. But also in the midst of all of that, there will be a divine partner that comes in. Okay. Something will also challenge and test you. Whether this is your self-value, your mind, speaking your truth, something's going to test you or challenge you to stay true to your authentic self and to speak up for yourself, and not in a going bad, crashing out type of way. This is something that's going to test your boundaries. Okay. All right. Then we got Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron in Aries. So it's square to Cancer. So make sure that you are focused on your growth, and make sure that you are focused on a lesson that you learned to continue to grow and to receive your rewards physically and spiritually. Continue to expand on your soul's purpose. You may feel like you're more in tune with your soul, or really walking in your mission, walking in your purpose. Continue to do that and be a light, or be the dark. However you need to be yourself. All right. Whatever that look like for you. Okay. And I also put soulmates. Okay. So like I said, soul tribe, because y'all are soulmates. It's because soulmates and twin flames, all of this love, it doesn't always have to be sexual. Okay. This could be friends. This could be family. And it could be a partner. It could be sexual. Okay. But broadening the horizon, opening up your mind. Okay. You becoming one with the self, right? Ooh, soulmates. Hello, how could I forget about the self? You becoming more one with yourself at this time. You want to be your own soulmate first. I want to be balanced within myself first. Okay? And becoming more one with source. Connecting with like minds. Okay? The great expansion. And I put expansion pack. Now this took me back to nostalgia with expansion packs when it's in Nintendo 64. I don't know if y'all know anything about that. But also just expansion packs, period. Right? DLCs, right? Downloadable content for games, right? That expansion pack, things expanding within the pack. Getting extras, getting upgrades, right? That isn't for everyone. That's what I'm hearing. It isn't for everyone. Everybody's not able, right? Some people got the regular console. Some people got the upgraded, the 2.0, right? Also the pack, right? Pack kept coming up for me. And because when I think of pack, like a backpack, you're packing something, compacting something, right? Something coming together, stored, right? The pack, the collective, the wolf pack, gang, right? So yeah, that's for that pack energy. Extra upgrades, gifts. This is the start of something where you receive something. Harvest, a peak of your harvest. And I said summer's going to be lit all year, that fire and desire. So be sure to balance yourself. That way you continue to expand. Okay. Also, like I said, the chart, to me, it looked like angel wings. It looked like two flags. It just looks like a lot. It looks like a lot that is here. It looked like a sailboat. It's so much here, you guys. Okay, give y'all one more good look. All right. Also, not worrying about things that have been lost or left behind or you released. I say that because I lost my other phone and it was driving me insane. But then I just let it go. All right. So just let it go. Because there's something else that's coming in for you. Okay. But I said a soulmate coming in, love, money, opportunities. Then I said a sail, because it looks like a boat taking off to me, a boat setting sail. And then when I think of a sail, I forgot what those are called. When one word has multiple meanings. Not an antogram, not an antonym, a synonym. There we go. It sounds the same. Nope, that's not it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't got time. Anyway, but like sail, S-A-I-L, a boat sailing, right? Taking sail, taking off, right? Then the sail, S-A-L-E, right? Money coming in, something for sale, right? Then also a cell, C-E-L-L, right? A cell, your cellular structure, the DNA, but also a cell, a prison, multiple things. It's all about how you look at it. Okay. But really, that was the first initial thing was a sail, a boat, your intuition, first mind, go with your first mind, stick with it. That's the answer. That's the key. Okay. But I kept getting like this boat energy, the boat taking off, the boat sailing, also boats being anchored, right? So you being anchored in yourself, in the divine, in your mastering your emotions, mastering yourself, right? And also breaking free of that sail, right? Breaking free, because when a boat drops the anchor, it also has to lift it in order to take off, right? Lifting up the weights, releasing the weights, right? Also, you being anchored in your spirit. And I say that because an anchor looks like the Neptune sign to me upside down. They kind of resemble each other. And I wrote it down here. Also, pay attention to the sign symbols and synchronicities. Right there. Pay attention to the sign symbols and synchronicities. Flip them, rotate them. Look at it from a 180, 360, different perception, different perspective, as there is going to be lots of hidden messages. Like I said, lots of Easter eggs, lots of hidden gems for us to find within ourselves and outside of ourselves. And not a sense of seeking for confirmation or validation, just paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. Right? Like driving and getting all green lights. Okay. That's to me. All right. Now, thank you, Spirit. I got the green light. Open road. Right. So we're going to receive a lot of confirmation. Lots of confirmation. Lots. Casting lots. Divination as well. All right. So if you're getting readings, want to book a reading, you guys, all that information is down in the description box. But lots of prophetic messages, lots of gifts, lots of confirmation. Okay. 333, seeing angel numbers, 44. Whatever angel numbers you've been seeing, 222, 111, 88. I've been seeing them all. Okay. But you're going to receive a lot of messages from source. your angels, your spirit guides, the ancestors, the angels of light. Pay attention to it all. Your dreams, okay? Prophetic dreams, prophetic downloads, messages and everything, okay? In the numbers, high frequency, electric energy. All right. And then when it took me back to sails, boats, right? Because a sail is a boat, that's a ship, right? I kept talking about relationships, ships, but ships of all kind, partnerships, relationships, the mothership, right? Because cancer is attributed to mother, the ship, the boat, the water, the mothership, right? This plane, this, higher level of thinking, higher level of consciousness, these intelligent beings, entities, aliens, angels, right? Gathering up people with righteous energy who have been initiated in their discipline, in their works, in their mission to ascend. Okay. So yeah, I got the mothership takes off. That's what I put. I said it. I'm gonna stand on it. All right. And you take that however you want. I said undocking, right? Because like I said, the anchor got to get pulled up, or taking the boat off of the dock, undocking. I also put it looks like unducking. Okay, I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Ducks, little ducks, duck, duck, goose. Okay. Black swans. I don't know. I'm getting a lot with that. Yeah, because swans are gentle, gently going down. Ducks gently going down, right? The pack, the group, following the mother. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Boats and ships, all kinds, set sail and take off. Okay, your crown expanding. And I said that because this looks like a ship, a house, right? But the top of it, the roof, the crown, right? The hat, something being put on top, because it's all blue. It's a whole lot of the energy up there at the top. Look at that. Shoo, 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 shoo. And it's blue. Blue is water, spiritual, right? Feminine, inside. The crown expanding. Be aware, not afraid. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Be aware and not afraid. All right. Like I said, this whole mothership, alien upgrades, gifts, things coming online, you seeing stuff, you hearing stuff, you feeling stuff. Don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of yourself. Don't be afraid of love. Don't be afraid to love yourself. Don't be afraid to speak your piece. Okay. Gifts will be enhanced. Okay, now gifts will be enhanced. Power, the solar plexus. I said the bridge, the crossroads, because the crown is the bridge to the higher realms. The crown is the bridge to source, to infinite, the lotus opening up, right? The crown. But the lotus also descends into the mud, right? The I don't know. I was about to say the Brahmin. Okay. Yeah. The bridge, the crossroad. Okay. The crossroad to the divine source. Protect your crown. Protect your mind. Protect your peace. Okay. Hold firm on them boundaries. You set them boundaries for a reason. And don't do it out of trauma. Don't do it out of fear. Do it because that's how you feel. Do it because it's centered in your heart. Right. And also balance it out with logic. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it resonates, it resonates. Okay. So yeah, protect your crown. I said because it's going to be a lot of people trying to do mind control tricks, trickster, jester, fool energy. Wolves in sheep's clothing. is just the energy, right? Pay attention to that. Mind control. People want to control your mind. All right. They got your mind. They got everything. The mind controls everything. The mind is the body. The body is the temple. Okay. All right. So you want to master your mind so you can have a gold mind. Okay. Get into the gold mind. Get into the bag. Get into the heart. Get into the root of it all. All right. Gold mind. Gold mind. Okay. Then I also kept getting like this W, winds, women, water, womb. A lot of more things. Drop some more things that start with W. Work, wealth, weather. Okay. West side. Also the M, because if you flip the W upside down, like I said, it's all about perception, perspective. You get the M, woman, man, right? Masculine, mental, mind, mother, right? Womb and mother. Okay, water and mother, men and woman, motivation, up, down, waves, the frequencies, right? Good waves, right? Opening up to the divine abundance, opening up to the divine dance. That's what I was about to say. Open up to open up to the dance of the divine, right? The divine is calling you to enter into a dance. It's a flow, right? And the divine is leading. Follow the lead of the divine. Not overstepping, because you'll step out of turn. You want to go with the flow. Okay. Also, butterflies, wings, because the chart looked like wings to me. Let me show y'all the chart again. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I mean, use your imagination. It's a lot here. Okay. If you see it, you see it. But I said it looked like butterfly, wings, angel wings, flying, taking flight, taking off, owl, wisdom, right? Being led, being protected, being covered. Okay. I don't even know what this say. What did I put right here? Oh, evolve, evolving, catcher, mysteries and unknown, right? Nostalgia, past life, kid memories, information unlocked, right? And a bow, a rainbow, something being, a present, a bow, something being locked in, celebration, right? Happiness and healing, because that's what a rainbow represents to me. The crossroad, happiness, healing, all of the chakras being aligned, ascension. Also, this 8, this infinity, loops, breaking past loops, tapping into our power, transformation, merging. I'm hearing sex, okay? Becoming one with yourself, with others, with a partner, with the Most High, right? And breaking out of these karmic loops. Okay, I put a house, the roof, the foundation, right? Because that's the 4, that's the square. Then it also looked like a pentagon, right? I said penetration. I mean, pentagon, penetration, because of that top part, right? Okay. Then I said love, because that's what it really is, right? It's love. Divine unions in all ways. Lifetimes coming together. Get ready to go from the red light to the green light. Okay. All right. So that was my chart breakdown. We're going to tap into my meditation. Those 3 notes. Like I said, this is for the summer solstice. This is for the summer season. Also for Cancer season. Okay. So I'm going to drink some tea. We're going to deep dive into these meditations. I really wanted to take my time. I didn't want to rush. I feel like that's a message. Take your time. It ain't no need to rush. Okay. All right. So when I first started my meditation for channel messages, as soon as I closed my eyes, I seen something drop down. Like it was like this flat plane, and something immediately dropped down into it. And it reminded me of kind of like a cup or a bucket or a rocket coming into a plane of existence, or a boat sitting in water. Right? But I said something coming down into this realm, a rocket, a cup. It kind of looked like, what is that? Star Wars. Yeah. Like the little round alien robot things, how they're like round. It looked like that, like something coming in, a bullet, something coming in. And then I got Ophiuchus energy, right? Because that's the sign. It's a U with a swivel line through it. So I got Ophiuchus energy, and I was like, oh, okay. This is etheric energy, ether energy, gamma, right? Energy, divine information, divine water pouring into this plane, right? And it's going to come in strong, because this wasn't like a little line. This was something big. It was big, and it was coming in. Okay. Then it went from this U shape to this hard V, right? And I was like, wow. So it's going to come in sharp. It's going to come in fast. We're going to feel it. We're going to see it. We're going to hear it, right? Like I said, like a bomb coming in, explosive, something explosive, energetic energy on all ways and all realms and all dimensions. Okay. And then the U is the 21st letter in the alphabet, right? The values of yourself, right? To get back in tune with your mind, body, and soul. You. It's about you, right? The coming into yourself, the deep dive into yourself to come back up, right? The bow, right? Then the V. V is the 22nd letter alphabet. There go that 22 again. The V. And it's all about the true values, right? Valuing work, valuing love, valuing yourself, right? And your foundation, right? For victory. Take me to your leader, the V. I come in peace. Right? And then also the U and the V. Then it made me think of UV light, that gamma radiation. And y'all, I showed y'all what the Schumann resonance looked like. That's pure UV gamma radiation, negative ions, positive ions, charging up the earth to charge us up. Frequency, energy that cannot be seen and sometimes not felt. But if you tapped in, you can kind of feel it. Like I said, ears ringing, certain ascension symptoms. All right. But yeah, UV light, black light, right? Things you can't see. But the black light, you go over it with the black light, you cut off the light, is dark. This things come into the light, being the light in the dark. Kind of like those, I'm seeing the fish, the angler fish, at the bottom of the ocean is pitch black, but they have those little lights, right? As a distracting to get their prey. Y'all, okay. But I said gamma radiation, gamma ray, CMEs, coronal mass ejections, solar flares going off. It's summertime. So we about to see it all. It's about to go down, y'all, in a good way. It's about to go down and means it's going up. Okay. Clearing, something being cleared. Okay. And clearing things, I said the divine mother, the divine father, the divine union, pouring into the seed, the water, nurturing the seed, the womb, the earth, macro, micro. Okay. Then the energy started to shift. So I feel like that will be kind of like this first month energy, because the energy shifted 3 times. It just dawned on me that these were, I'm assuming the months, okay, or how the energy will start to shift within this time frame, okay. Then I seen, I still can't explain this. It was almost like 2 triangles facing downward on top of one another. Okay. So it was like 2 triangles. Like, this is what it looked like. I wrote it down. Right. It looked like that. And it gave me a sense of earth and water together. Signs together. Right. It also gave me like Empress energy. Empress and Temperance energy together. And then I said something penetrating the earth as I started to see a line of light. And then I started to see a divine feminine energy behind this line of light. I could see her silhouette. And then I could start to see her holding a line. Ooh, divine feminine holding a line. Did you catch the bar? Okay. Holding the line. And it almost looked like a pendulum was swinging. But then once I really focused in and honed in on the energy, it was this divine figure holding a fishing rod, holding a fishing line, right? It looked like she was fishing because there's plenty of fish in the sea. Okay. She was trying to catch a vibe. Okay. But I said, I seen a woman. I could see her breast. I could see her figure. And she was fishing using a fishing rod. And she was swinging the line back and forth like a pendulum. And I said she was baiting something, waiting for something, bait and wait. Okay. Patience. If you know anything about fishing, you know it takes a little bit of patience. Okay. And then also swinging, being in the midst of the energy and waiting. Okay. Something swinging back, something coming back. Okay. And then the fish, because she was fishing, but not only fishing for anything, fishing for the right one. I heard the right one very loud. And then Spirit said, one more. And I was like, okay. And then the energy started to shift again. So I feel like that's probably going to be that Leo summer energy, right? The fish in the sea, plenty of fish in the sea energy. Okay. And then I started to see the divine essence come in. It looked like a dragon. Okay. And it still make me laugh because in my meditation, I was like, what the hell? And I started laughing. But I seen this like divine essence, this divine figure, this dragon figure come in, and then it like spit something out of its mouth. And when it spit something out of its mouth, it's like someone was rolled up in a carpet. And when it's like they rolled out of a carpet, and it's like the divine is rolling out the red carpet for you, and someone or something coming out. Okay. This, I love it. And I love when I get messages like this, because it's not like, oh, I seen a flower. It's not very obvious. Like I said, it's a riddle. You got to put it together. Spirit, I love the way spirit works. Okay. But I said, it has something in its mouth and then it spit it out. They rolled out like a red carpet, and I laughed because it caught me off guard, and I was shocked, and I thought it was funny. I was kind of in disbelief in what I was seeing, right? And that's all part of the message. This may catch you off guard. You may be in disbelief at how somebody come at you or something comes at you, but it's kind of like spirit is rolling out the red carpet for you, and something's going to come in. Okay? And they showed me again because I was laughing. I was like, what the hell? So spirit, the divine essence, showed me again, and it rolled out this red carpet. Okay. And the divine is bringing someone to you, rolled up and wrapped up in a bow. Right. And I was like, because I was in such disbelief. I'm like, okay, spirit, let's go a layer deeper. If this is really what I think I'm seeing, what is this essence that's in this thing that is being rolled out? Right? Because I don't like to just pinpoint it to one thing. I like to have an open mind. So I'm like, this could be anything. This could be a fruit roll up. This could be a cinnamon roll. This could be a red carpet. This could be us unraveling things. Right? So I said, spirit, what is this essence? Can you hone in on this essence that you're trying to show me and go a layer deeper? And spirit said, deeper. Okay. Then spirit said, something being rolled out for you and coming to you. I said, oh, okay. And it said, this is a person. So not only is it something, it's someone. Okay. And I said, okay, okay, spirit, can we go a little deeper? Can you clarify what this energy that is coming to us? What is this something that is coming to us? And what spirit started to show me was an angle, and it was like a 7. It was like an angle of a 7, right? And when I first initially seen it, it looked exactly like this, and I thought it was a snake, right? An alligator. And then I let go of that fear. I let go of my attachment to the expectation of it. And then it started to show its true form. Okay. So like I said, being guarded, being protected, let down your guard. Take this as it resonates. Apply the message as it resonates for you. Okay. But what popped up, I thought was a snake, but then it was a whale, right? So it turned into a whale in its true form, in its essence, and how it's going to come. It was a whale, right? And it was a big whale with a mouth like a 7. And it was a great spirit, right? Because whales are big, whales are ancient, they dwell within the waters, deep diving. Okay. Okay. Now, spirit laughing, because I didn't catch that when I first did the meditation. But spirit said they're going to come in like a whale. And whales have, whales in a technical thing. These are people who have a lot of money in the Bitcoin thing, It's many metaphors to a whale. Someone coming in, someone having a lot of wisdom, someone having a lot of knowledge, someone that's a leader of their pod, right? A big fish in the sea. Right? Because we're not fishing for the wrong one. We're fishing for the right one, a big fish. Okay. Now let me stop. But for real though, like it got to be the right one. For real. But they came in as a big whale. Right. And then the whale shape shifted into a dolphin, and the dolphin was laughing. And it was like, y'all know how dolphins be. And I was like, whoa. And then spirit was like, their essence is like of a child, of a laughing dolphin, of a play. They have this playful nature, this essence, this energy, this something or someone that is coming to you. Right. So they come off as this big whale, but they have this dolphin laughing, playful energy. Right. And dolphins are attributed to so much. Right. Serious energy, aquatic beings, intelligent, fun, playful, as above, so below. They can deep dive within the waters. They come on top to get air, they're healing, right? But yeah, I said it's a great spirit. I heard a laughing dolphin. I seen a laughing dolphin, and that was this person's energy. They're a big whale with the spirit of a dolphin. Then they said it, and then they said that's it, and then they cut off the channel because I was asking, I was going deeper, but they was like, you wasn't even supposed to see all that. So they cut off the channel. They was like, that's it. And they cut off the channel. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine, for letting me get a peek at what this energy is that is coming to us. Right. And then after I gave gratitude to Source, then I seen the number 4. And then they said you. And I was like, wow, so this is something that is for you. Okay. Then I closed out the channel, came back to my waking physical state. And as soon as I did that, my son barged in my room. Right. And I was like, wow, something's coming in. Literally, as I finished the meditation for something coming in, my son barged in my room. And it's a sense of purity, this youthful, playful, cleansed energy. Right? This energetic, youthful, beautiful, intelligent energy. Okay. Masculine. Okay. Or feminine, depending on what spectrum you're on. All right. Action. All right. But yeah, so that was my meditation. That was my chart of the breakdown. That was my intuitive channel messages. I just thought it was just so beautiful. This was such a beautiful energy to be in, such a beautiful energy to bask in. It's going to be a beautiful season. And, yeah, you guys, we just kind of got to get ready for it all. I'm going to deep dive into a card pull and confirmation and, see what other messages Spirit would like for us to know. Okay. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here with me. And I appreciate you. We're going to do a quick card pull and see whether, actually, before I did that, Spirit wanted me to pull from this book, the Bhagavad Gita. This is like Hindu philosophies and wisdom from Krishna. This book was calling me today. Okay, so I'm going to just read something from here. And it says, of the yogins, even of all these, to me by going with inner self, full of faith, he honors who me. He to me the most devoted thought to be. Ooh. I like that. And this is the end of this chapter. Wow. I love this. End of the book 6, the yogi of meditation. Of all the yogis, who has merged his inner self in me honors me, full of faith, is thought to be the most devoted to me. Ooh. And that's given like, yeah. That's given like, yeah, the Most High. Talking about, oh, you honor me. You're one with me. I love it. And that's the end of this chapter. And then 6 is lovers. Wow. In me who mind is absorbed, son of Prathra, yoga practicing dependent on me, without doubt entirely me. He thou shalt know that here. Ooh, I love that. The blessed Lord spoke. Yeah, this is the divine speaking. The blessed Lord spoke with mind absorbed in me. Archana, practicing yoga dependent on me. You shall know me completely without a doubt. Hear that. Woo! I love it. And this is going into chapter 7. Okay, now. I love it. I love that. Okay. Let's get a theme. Thank you so much, Source. Thank you so much, Most High. Thank you so much, Angels. Wow. I love that confirmation. What a good word. Yeah. If you're dwelling in the Most High, you're going to receive the Most High. And that's it. And that's all. And I love that. I love it. Okay. Within the deep waters, as above, so below, as within, so without. This is the Cancer season energy reading, the summer solstice energy reading. We are the stars. We are the water, as above, so below. Okay? The stars in the sky, the seeds, the water, the drop of water in the ocean. Okay? Yeah, divine alignment. Things are about to take off. The 2 and the 3, water, ocean, and star. Delicious. It's delicious. It's given delicious. Right? Things pouring in. Expanding your mind. Healing. Okay. The moon. Yeah. Information pouring in. Divine wisdom. Divine enlightenment. Healing. Okay. Mycelium. Yeah. Getting a lot. Light bulbs going off. Intuitive thoughts. I love how these little mushrooms, little jellyfish, right? Fluid, flowing, freedom. Yeah, circles, cycles ending, and new ones beginning. 3 and 3. I love it. Just do a quick little card confirmation. I feel like we got a lot out with that breakdown. I just like pulling cards. It's fun. Little confirmation. Okay. Get a message from the higher self deck and see what else comes out. With the birds outside. I just realized the birds outside chirping. It's the bottom card. Mirrors. Yeah, reflection. Okay, looking at yourself, looking at others. Take a look in the mirror. Self-accountability and ownership. Knowing your negative and positive traits. Realizing harsh truths about self or needing to and about others. Okay, that's self-explanatory. Past life, can't make it up. Past life energy is here. And we are releasing it and merging it. And things are coming around full circle. The temple, right? Entering in this portal. We're going up. Memories of the past. Remembering who you are. Call of spirit. Memory to your aid. Remembering you voluntarily signed up for this earthly experience. 6 of Cups. So something coming in. Someone coming in. Nostalgia. A lot of good things. Okay. That we learned from our past lives. Also hidden things. Temple. Synchronicities. Okay. I was going to keep shuffling, but I'm going to keep it there. What did I say? I said, I see the Hermit card. It's all about self-mastery. Going within yourself and mastering yourself and loving yourself. And growing and elevating and being the light in the dark. There's certain things, certain secrets, certain teachings, certain wisdom, certain knowledge that you have gained. Right? The 2 and the 9, 9/11. Yeah. That's a big date. Yeah, but we've acquired a lot of wisdom. We are cloaked. We are divinely covered, divinely protected while we're on this road to abundance. We are enjoying the journey. We are sitting back. This is sitting back, right? This is loving the journey, and being patient. Two major arcana, the eight, merging with yourself, tapping into your power, the high priestess and the hermit. The hermit crab. Okay. Ooh, I just caught it. Thank you, Spirit. I caught it. The hermit crab. Cancer season. Hello. All right. Going within to master yourself and find out hidden things within yourself. Also, there's going to be a lot of hidden things that are revealed. And there's going to be a lot of things that are kept secret from us. And they will be revealed to us later. The more deeper we go within our journey, the more further we go within ourselves. I'm seeing someone like walking through a tunnel again. Yeah. And Spirit just wants us to wait and sit, because there's certain things that Spirit is working out for us that we can't see, but we have the knowledge. We have the wisdom. Okay, you guys? Wow. I love that. Rebirth.